And semen pana air coso ever or my gun, say I will go some energy, some and some bit to akuma, some bemoniaje, and never asked the same bit to akuma. So I Mobahima, a yes, Louis Matanasi. Na san semi na me ba be pupu ni na e de amamu na sania matna si ya ese ensem no e koso de ese bi wo ho pa na ebusua we di mechi pa ni nkotie ensem ni embra.
Go on to the next matter, straight to Parliament. Then it's because the Speaker of Parliament is earlier today appears to have been under some pressure to make a formal determination, and that's coming up next, on the Akwatia parliamentary seat, following the death of the Member of Parliament, NSC Akumi. Earlier, controversy surrounding the matter led to a boycott of proceedings by the minority. But fundamental question is, to what end? That's the question we're asking tonight. And let's do a quick recall today, because the minority in Parliament boycotted proceedings earlier today after what they say is an inconsiderate pressure from the majority leader to have the Akwatia seat declared vacant following the death of the Member of Parliament, NSC Akumi. This happened after the majority leader, that's Mama Yarga, made an urgent statement on the death of the MP and sought guidance from the Speaker on when the seat of the late MP will be declared vacant nearly 2 weeks after his passing. So this is confirming the earlier information we put out here on TV3 that the clerk to Parliament was yet to notify the Electoral Commission of the death of the Member of Parliament for the processes to kick in for the date of a by-election. So we know after 60 days when there's a death of a Member of Parliament as enshrined in the Constitution. But this is what the majority leader, Mama Yarga, said in Parliament earlier today. Take a look.
Mr. Speaker, when we arrived at the family house, at the residence of the deceased, and we asked, they provided the clerk with details of the incident, the hospital where the incident occurred, and the time when the incident occurred. So, Mr. Speaker, we must pay attention. We must pay attention to the language of our Constitution and what it says. I am saddened by an attempt by my colleague, the minority leader, to create an impression that I am being insensitive, that there is a sudden haste to rush and have a by-election and etc. Mr. Speaker, I really have no interest beyond my fidelity to the Constitution and the language of the Constitution. When the Constitution says, when the clerk becomes aware, and I have gone with the clerk to the family house, and the family has informed both myself and the clerk, and informed the clerk of the hospital, informed him of the time, and informed him that the doctors there confirmed, and I was sitting there with him. Mr. Speaker.
No, who informs Parliament?
So, Mr. Speaker, if after all these facts occurring on national television, we can go for the tapes and the records where they inform myself, the clerk, the minority leader, and about 35 other members of Parliament. They told us the hospital, the time, and then the confirmation by the doctors. Mr. Speaker, it is up to the clerk to follow up to the hospital and get the certification, because he's been told, so that he can do what constitutionally he is obliged to do. For the records, no one is being insensitive here. For the records, no one is in a haste. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, I have seen posters put out by the NPP announcing the wife of the deceased as their parliamentary candidate in the by-election. Who is being insensitive here? I have seen posters announcing the wife of the deceased as their preferred parliamentary candidate in the constituency when we have not yet even performed the funeral of the deceased. So who is being insensitive? Who is being insensitive? Mr. Speaker, the Constitution is clear. The Constitution is clear.
Well, that's the Majority Leader, Mahama Yariga there. Now, after this, while all of this was playing out in Parliament, on the floor of Parliament, the Minority Leader, Alexander Apenyomakin, also had this to say about what they say was that position of insensitivity, as you heard the Majority Leader responding to, that they leveled against him. Take a look.
Our side feel that the issues that have been brought on this floor appears to be very insensitive to us, and therefore we are withdrawing from today's proceedings. No problem.
It was this statement that preceded the minority MPs on the floor of Parliament today walking out of Parliament. And we sought to find out why they did so, especially after Mahama Yariga had spoken and the Speaker also explaining how things played out. Well, they addressed the press after they walked out from the floor of Parliament or from the chamber. And this is Jerry Ahmed, Second Deputy Minority Whip, addressing the press after their walkout today. Take a look.
We are extremely sad and disappointed.
Very sad.
By the very insensitive nature of the Majority Leader and Leader of this Parliament. We are thinking, we are mourning, and the Majority Leader comes today to tell us that MPP has already had posters out there, when in fact and in truth that is not the case.
And one on any number mubesi ha say unsubscribe to Ghanatube, subscribe and hit it on the notification bell. Send a bear in some I would be any day a chain, you know, yet to my not on the account of Flōw, my crown.